I don't really like chocobo breeding. Like, it's okay, but I think it could have been done better. Like, as a kid, I liked it, and I thought it was cool. But now that I look back on it, it's frustrating that you just have to know what greens and what nuts to use. Well, really just what nuts to use. And it's also a little frustrating that, like, almost all of them are useless, except the ones you want. Like, there's almost no reason to own any of the nuts or any of the greens, except, like, the 4 that you want. The one that gives you the most stats, and then the ones that give you the right chocobos, and the other ones are just kind of useless. So I feel like it could have been done a little better. Instead, it's just kind of a guessing game or look it up on Google. I don't really like systems that force you to look stuff up. And I know that that's really common in old games. And it doesn't necessarily make it bad. But I feel like with a breeding system, it should give you the opportunity to figure it out yourself. Because that's like the whole point of breeding, is that it's supposed to be like a try this, try that, see what works, see what doesn't work. And in this game, that's just really hard to do, because not only do you have to use the right nut, but then it's a luck chance. So, like, you could get a blue and a green chocobo and get a Zeo nut and put them together and get nothing and think, like, oh, that's the wrong nut, and then end up wasting hours and hours and hours trying all the other ones until you realize it was the right nut, I just didn't get lucky. So I feel like it could have been done better. Like, maybe just if it showed the percentages, that way you could, like, try each nut until you see, like, oh, 10% chance of getting a gold, like, this is the right nut, and then, like, you would just have to try it over and over again. Like, maybe that would have been better. And if the greens actually showed you the boosts that they give. But, you know, it's not to say that it was all bad, because these old games always have stuff like that in them. A lot of it has to do with the mystique, you know. You see a friend with a gold chocobo and just like, oh man, how'd you get that? And have to look it up and learn the secrets and then share it with your friends. Like, that's just part of the experience. Yeah, and it's very nice. It's very nice that you can skip chocobo breeding altogether if you beat Ruby Weapon. It's a really nice. It's so nice to, like, now that I've done chocobo breeding, I don't have to do it every playthrough. I have that shortcut available to me. And yeah, you know, if you like the chocobo stuff, then you can do it every time, you know. So you have that option. Options are good. This game is very good at giving you options. You can do this correctly and get Ultima, or you can buy it, as long as you don't completely miss the train. You can do all the huge materia stuff correctly to get Bahamut Zero, or you can dig them up. You can master all the materia in the game to get the master materias, or you can beat Emerald Weapon. So, like, it gives you a lot of different options. I probably will try to beat Ruby and Emerald Weapon. But I'll probably shortcut, because this is a beta test. I don't see any reason to waste time farming. So I'll probably shortcut and just beat him just to say we beat him. Ruby is going to be free, so it's really just Emerald. And Emerald shouldn't be too bad. Kinda wish I would have done more damage. Well, now that I think about it, Ruby Weapon might not actually be free. We can use items, which means we can Dazer him, which makes him almost free. But dealing damage is actually going to be a problem. Because we don't have access to really awesome enemy skills. We don't have access to a lot of things. We're not even going to have access to, like, Bahamut Zero. We will have access to Knights of the Round, so I guess that might be the play. But we'll see. I mean, what I'm thinking right now is that we're going to have access to Knights of the Round and Mine. So, with that much, it should be free. You're severely underestimating how broken Ruby Weapon is. If you throw Dazers correctly, he'll never hit you. Well, without W item, he will hit you eventually, but there's some goofy things you can do. If you put the game on slowest battle speed, put Ruby Weapon in slow, and throw a Dazer, you get, like, the entire Godfather trilogy to attack him before he's allowed to do anything again. Holy cow, triple sixes. Luck be a lady tonight. Our health isn't good. Our health is really not good. This is gonna be a yikes. No! That was the one thing I didn't want you to do. Crap. I forgot. Please hit Yuffie. You did not hit Yuffie. We're dead. Yo, CCG, thank you so much for the 18 months. Here's the problem, though. See, Ruby Weapon you can actually heal off of if you get Elemental Fire, which I don't know if we can or not. Emerald weapon, we might have some trouble healing. I don't know if we can heal. Against Emerald weapon. Like, X potions are going to be our best bet. We could do the lucky 7 strat. This could be interesting. If we could get W item, then it'd be... I wouldn't even be thinking about it. But can't get W item. I'm pretty sure with W item, almost anything I could possibly imagine is possible. Except, like, super low-level Emerald Weapon fights. Because he just opens with Emerald Shoot and kills you. But other than that... Like, level 1 Cloud Solo is possible with W item. That's how broken it is. And what's funny is it's not broken because of the glitch either. It's just the materia itself. And the way that it works with the ATB bar. The glitch is just like nice, so you don't have to farm. But it's not at all the reason why it's broken. Yeah, you can only get W item right before, Proud Cloud, so we're allowed to use the W item for Proud Cloud and, Hojo, and that's it, and then we lose it. Welcome back, Magic Man. Yeah, if someone wants to be, like, super pro, you could purposefully miss the Bone Village stuff and then dig it up for the weapons. I'm not going to do that in this playthrough, but you could if you wanted. Yeah, we can get Ultimate Weapon. We can use it on the weapons. Can't use it for Sephiroth, but we could use it for the weapons. Yeah, once you're in the northern cave, you're stuck in the northern cave. Although, I'd like to be able to do something to where once you beat Sephiroth, you can leave. So you can go fight the weapons. But I have to see. In fact, I kind of want to write that down real quick as a note. Let's see here. How would you do that? Couple ways. You could either spawn back in the High Wind, or I could just place you back right before Sephiroth and remove the invisible wall keeping you from leaving. Yeah, we really busted up Sephiroth. Now let's go check out what's going on the world map. Meteor's still there. That's weird. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Alrighty. We are back. How's it going, JJ Webb? Death Stranding has Monster energy drinks? Wait, what? Is that real? When you drink them, do you, like, lose a year off your life? Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII's in the morning, JJ. Did you get the ability to punch through drywall? I'm gonna save Yuffie's limit this time. Nice dodge. That's so annoying. I was just about to heal him. He got a crit. We're getting pretty close, JJ. I mean, we're at the huge materia quest, so it's pretty far. As soon as we finish this playthrough, we just gotta fix one or two things that we noticed throughout the game, and then it's ready to go. And I think most everything's already fixed, because Suna's been kind of fixing it as we go. Doesn't this guy have a cool steel? Yeah. That'll be helpful. Hit Sid, please. Thank you. Sucks that he gave Yuffie, sadness. Because Yuffie could have potentially healed us again, had he not done that. God, so much health. There's so much health. I did 666 damage. Should have killed him just because demonic numbers. We'll try again. If Kate Sith hadn't got destroyed, I think we would have been alright. Kate Sith would have just disappeared completely. I feel so hungry all of a sudden. Maybe tonight's the night we make our epic return back to Tacos Mexicanos. But I don't really want to spend money on food. We're still in save mode. We're going to be in save mode for a while. And I think we might be doing something Saturday. Going out to eat with the family sounds fun to me. I'm not really sad about being in save mode. There's times when I'm sad about being in save mode, but this isn't one of them. I'm saving for something that's good, so I don't feel like sad that I'm in save mode. I just am aware that I am in save mode. It's worse when, like, you're in save mode and you don't want to be, you know? Then it feels bad. Oop. Speaking of which, I'm getting a call. So give me 1 second. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Lexicon? You know, I've thought about a lot of different ways of doing, like, enemy skill only challenge. And I can't really decide what the best way would be to do it. I feel like what you just said would be the best way, but I still feel like it would create a not very fun challenge. Like, it's cool in theory, but I think in practice it wouldn't be too great. Part of the reason is because I think it would, like, the entirety of the first 2 discs of the game would be, like, not even the first 2 discs, but first disc and a half would be use beta, win game. And that wouldn't really stop for a very long time. And you might think, like, oh, you know, it's balanced because the stronger enemy skills take a lot of MP. And you'd be right, but not enough MP. Some of the really good enemy skills are, like, practically free. So there'd be nothing stopping you from walking up to, you know... Sorry, my cursor was on the screen. That's, like, super tilting. There'd be nothing stopping you from walking up to, like, the Red Dragon and just being like, Magic Breath, you're dead. And then you might think, like, oh, but healing would be an issue, or you'd run out of resources. But White Wind is practically... Actually, how much is White Wind? I don't remember. I think it's pretty cheap. And Mighty Guard is mega cheap. And Angel Whisper is expensive, but also amazing. And so you have so many tools. You have everything you ever need. $34, so that's a little expensive, yeah. The other glaring problem with doing an enemy skill challenge where you get to start with all your enemy skills is a very specific attack called Bad Breath. A lot of people don't know because you don't usually have it, but Bad Breath can and will destroy every enemy for the first half of the game. Like, without even breaking a sweat. So that's kind of a problem too. Maybe there's some kind of world where you could... Oh, Angel Whisper is even better. Angel Whisper is 5,000 times better than Full Cure. Full Cure is like one of the worst materia in the game. It's mega expensive and almost does the same thing Curaga does. Whereas Angel Whisper is like the ultimate heal spell for cheaper. And you know, for the enemy skill challenge, this doesn't really apply, but for playing the game casually, the fact that you can get a full life, full cure, all-in-one, and it's on enemy skill, meaning that you get everything else with enemy skills as well, and not just equipping a full cure materia and that's it, is like insanely good. Big discount. Now, here's the question though. Is there a world where we could create an enemy skill challenge where throughout the game you would get more and more enemy skills unlocked to you? So like throughout Midgar you get like White Wind, because you need some kind of heal or else you're not getting through Midgar. If this is like a no item challenge. You get like White Wind, Matra Magic, Flamethrower, something else. And then like as you progress, you unlock more and more. It'd take a lot of work to discover like what you could give to where the game would still be possible, but it could be fun. I don't think you create a progression system. I think you literally just give the player what they need for each section. Like, you know, maybe every time you beat a boss, you unlock a new enemy skill, or every time something big happens, you get a couple more. Something like that. Or even just you get a list for disc 1, a list for disc 2, and a list for disc 3 or something. A randomizer would be rough, because if you don't get White Wind, you're kind of dead. How's it going, Mango? Code-wise, how would you do that? It'd be really easy. The code in this mod already gives you a 3 Morph Materias, 3 Sense Materias, 3 Steel Materias, and 3 Enemy Skill Materias every section, and checks your inventory for any other materia and removes them. So it wouldn't be very far just to say, instead of that, you get 3 enemy skill materias with these skills on them. And you could do that at any point in the game. Yeah, you can give a leveled materia. I mean, in terms of equipment and materia and stuff, you can do just about anything. I mean, in this mod, we changed the bronze bangle to have 2 slots. You can do just about anything with that stuff. Final Fantasy VII's kind of weird in that a lot of stuff that you think wouldn't be possible is super possible, and other stuff that you think would be possible is impossible. How much money do I have? Enough. I think. I hope. Dude, that would be cool. Have some kind of challenge system. Man, I almost didn't make it, boys. That was a close one. Maybe we just program our own enemy skills, but we make them totally trash. Let's start a social experiment, guys. let's make an enemy skill mod, but we change the enemy skills and they're all terrible, and then we see how long people play until they quit. Like, just have enemy skills that do absolutely nothing. Just, this enemy skill changes all of your characters to Kate Sith. But all of their names are Hank. This skill makes all damage 2. This enemy skill makes you watch the entirety of the Knights of the Round animation, but doesn't do any damage. This enemy skill rickrolls you. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. I forgot to equip the curse ring. I was actually going to try it out. This is actually a pretty good place to equip it, so here goes something. After the Rick roll, you get turned into a frog. A character skill materia? What would that do? Haha. Reflect ring. Get wrecked. Oh, I see what you're saying. So, like, an enemy skill that uses, like, Buster, or, Braver and stuff. This enemy skill kills Kate Sith. Like, even if he's not in your party. Like, you could just be in a fight, and you use this skill, and it just gives Kate Sith 0 HP the next time you see him. That'd be great. This skill turns your character into a truck. I think we can get more useless, guys. I don't think these skills are useless enough. I think we can do better. How about An enemy skill that if you're fighting Genova Life and you have the water ring equipped, it causes all of Genova Life's attacks to become fire. That's all it does. Only in that one scenario. Also, Death You Yikes in the chat. The original Death You Yikes. There it is. What's up, Suna? There it is. The one and only. This enemy skill causes the enemy to drop 10 more gil, but costs 10 gil. Man, I should do that. I should make a troll mod. The gameplay could be like I want to be the guy kind of gameplay, where I just like goof around and give you like stupid objectives that are nearly impossible to complete. like the section where you have to hit the button all at the same time. I just like randomize the time at which they hit the button, so you just have to guess. This enemy skill drains your MP to 0. This enemy skill can only be used if your MP is 0, but it costs 10. I don't think you understand the level of troll I'm willing to go to. The level of troll I'm willing to go to is far superior to what most people are willing to stand. This enemy skill casts Reflect on you and the enemy, and then casts Ultima on someone. Randomly selected. This enemy skill plays the Nibelheim flashback, the whole thing. And you have to watch it all. This enemy skill, Tifa comes out and scolds you for forgetting about your promise. And then leaves. Is there a Final Fantasy VII randomizer? There was rumors of one. Not really rumors, but someone was making one. But I don't know where it ended up going. We've talked a lot about randomizers in 7 and how it would really work. I still kind of feel like a randomizer of this game just wouldn't work well. It would be interesting to play, but I just don't think it would be, like, fun. Like, it wouldn't be balanced well. There would just be no way to do it to where it would make sense. If you randomize the equipment, you're just gonna pick up, like, a Mistile and be God. If you randomize materia, you're just going to pick up, like, Mime and be God. Or you're just never going to pick up a Restore materia, and bad things are going to happen. I think maybe the only thing you could randomize would be items, because even if you pick up a really good item, you can only use it once. But then that wouldn't really change much. And you can't really randomize bosses because if you get carry armor on level 1, even if you set him to level 1, you're going to get obliterated. So I just don't really see a way that it would work well. But I don't think it's impossible. Yeah, I think with enough determination, someone could come up with a randomizer that would make sense, but it would be very difficult to make it function well. How's it going, Easy? Good to see you, man. It's just, the stuff in this game is too exponentially strong, I guess, you know? Like, in most games, the equipment kind of slowly builds up, but in this game, you kind of reach this point, like right now, the end of Disc 2, where everything just becomes God. Like, everything just becomes so strong. You suddenly get ultimate weapons, ultimate limits, Mistile, Zydric. You get all this stuff that's just, like, so good. And so much better than everything else you've had throughout the whole game. And so a randomizer kind of gets ruined because the level of strength of the items in this game kind of go like this and then suddenly spike. And same way with materia. It's kind of weird. Like, I was thinking about it the other day. The materia in this game is very unbalanced. And what I mean by that is, like, you go through the whole game with, like, fire, blizzard, restore, you know, like, unless your enemy skill maybe might be the only one that's, like, just good always, but you kind of have a bunch of materia that's, like, eh. And then, like, you could break the game with, like, HP plus, because HP plus is so strong and stuff. But in terms of, like, damage, you're not just spewing out tons of damage with your materia. And then suddenly it's like, here's Contain, Ultima, Mime, Knights of the Round, Bahamut Zero, Quadra Magic. Have fun. Like, it all hits you all at once. As soon as you get the high wind, you can just completely destroy the game. And so, like I said, there's this spike where, like, suddenly when you get to the end of the game, it's just kind of like, okay, here's everything. Have fun killing Sephiroth. So in a randomizer, you almost have to take all that stuff out, or else it just wouldn't work right. One cool thing that's kind of an accident but works is that Ultima and I think Full Cure and Contain start off with no skill, and you have to level them up once before you can use their skill. Which is kind of just a funny way to, like, accidentally balance them for a randomizer. But, they'd still be way too strong. I mean, and sure, like... Oh, yeah, Shield's the other one. And you could say, like, oh, well, you could get Ultima at the beginning of the game, but you'll never have enough MP to use it. And sure, that's true, but for one, you can buy MP+, and for two, what's the point of even having a randomizer if I can't use any of the stuff I'm picking up? You know? So... I don't know. I think it's possible, but it would be tough to make it fun. And I feel like if it's a true randomizer, then 90% of games are going to suck. And you're going to be kind of fishing for, like, a seed that's fun. What's fun about, like, Zelda randomizers and stuff is that almost every seed is fun. It's very rare to get a seed that's just like, wow, I have everything, you know? But with Final Fantasy VII, I feel like the majority of seeds would be, like, either way too OP, or impossible, or not fun, for whatever reason. I don't know why, but that cloud model you can talk to from like a mile away. Dude, nice, bro. Finally gonna get that meteor badge. And like, stat randomizer would also be rough, because this game is balanced on the fact that all the characters are really similar. So if you randomize the stats and you got like a character with a ton of damage but no defense, you'd probably just go around one-shotting everything. Because this game is balanced in a way that no one really has any stats that are too much better than anyone else's. Because they didn't really do classes in this game. I don't plan on trying Death Stranding unless someone donates it for the Platinum Quest. And that would just be for the Platinum Quest, but casually I don't plan on buying it. I'm in save mode anyways, so I'm not really trying to buy any games right now. But, I don't know, it doesn't really look like my thing. It might be... I might enjoy it if I play it, but it doesn't really look like something I'm super excited to play. Having said that, I think that you shouldn't listen to any of the reviews of Death Stranding and just play it. Because usually with Kojima games, that's the way it goes. But yeah, I'm in super save mode right now, so I'm not buying a game unless it's like the game that I wanted for years. Like Doom, I'll be buying, but Death Stranding, I'll wait. God, I love that part. Never gets old. I still want to make that video about the audio cue there. Me and Tropton had a long conversation, like, man, like a year ago, like a long time ago, about that audio cue, because it's such a weird one. It's such a unique choice for them to pick. I think any other company, any other sound design person would either create a whole new song for that moment because it's the climax of the entire game, or they would pick something else in terms of, like, punch. But instead it's, like, the middle of the world map theme. And it's like, what a weird choice. But if you delve into it, it's really cool to kind of theorize as to why they chose that. Also, you can open up the menu here. Since when? Okay. That was weird. So the music stopped because I opened up the menu so many times. Like, the music's still supposed to be playing, but I opened up the menu, so the timing's off. I've never seen that. I wonder if that's a Steam thing. That's gotta be a Steam thing. Maybe I should put that in my list of fixes for the game. Because that's pretty awkward. At least it doesn't break, though. It just screws up the audio timing. Don't worry about it. I didn't break anything. It's fine. You didn't see anything. What did he mean when he said it can't be? I don't know. The canon is that Cloud got really mad, and that's why he was able to defeat Sephiroth. Like, there's no real reason. He just, you know, adrenaline rush. The hero inside of him awakens, and he defeats Sephiroth. There's no, like, you know, oh, it was the Genova cells or something. Like, none of that happens yet, so he's basically just a normal soldier with a little bit more training than maybe someone that sucks, and that's about it. He's not even, like, first class or anything. So, he should not be able to defeat Sephiroth. And there's no real reason. So, I don't know why Sephiroth says it can't be. I think maybe he's just saying, like, no way he's able to survive. Like, I don't think it's, like, he realizes something in that moment. I think he just is shocked. Yeah, for sure, Alex. If there's one thing in this game that is unexplained the most, that's kind of weird English, but it's that moment. I think it's okay, because I think not every story, but a lot of stories have, like, that feat of heroism that is unexplained, and that's kind of Final Fantasy VII's version of it. And I think I mean, Cloud doesn't really beat Sephiroth, like, toe-to-toe. He more of, like, outwits him because his sword's stuck in his stomach and he can't really do anything. It's not like they got into a super fair sword fight and Cloud just, like, beat him. So I think it makes sense. When I was a kid and I played this game and I never played Crisis Core, it always frustrated me as to why Cloud survives that. They have TBN? I was like, how does Cloud survive Sephiroth just stabbing him right in the stomach? But then it's explained that Hojo picks him up, or Zack picks him up, and then Hojo picks him up. So, like, that all makes sense. But, yeah, that's like the one thing in the story that you just kind of have to say, well, that happened. Yeah, and in Crisis Core, I mean, even there, he's kind of like limping. Like, he's doing his evil walk, but he's kind of slower. So I think it's kind of implied that he's hurt a bit. I mean, Cloud already stabbed him. It already showed that, so he's definitely hurt. But I think the main thing that's unbelievable is that Cloud gets stabbed in the stomach and is like, no, you die. Like, for a normal human being to do that's pretty nuts. But I could see it. Hey, you're not Jimmy. You got trolled. He played the reverse Uno card. It's like you always told me, B. Best part of the game? Big stretch. Because plot armor. Alrighty, I think we'll end the beta testing there for now. We might be able to finish next time we pick this up, which might be early next week. We just have Underwater Reactor and Rocket and Raid. And there's only 2 more sections, so there's not going to be much losing stuff anymore, so it's going to be just kind of flying through the rest of the game. Stream isn't over, just ending the beta. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this beta test. Hopefully next time we can finish it, and then clean everything back up, and then we'll be ready to release the mod. So, thanks guys hanging out on Twitch, and thanks to the Patreon people watching this afterwards. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for being my top tier supporters. I could not do this without you, so thank you so much. We'll see you next time for more Final Fantasy VII Scavenger Mod action. Peace out.